Watch the ride.
Hey everybody, someone's back. Derek is back! His split link arrived this morning, and for the first time in weeks, I can ride him. Now I know I said as soon as I got him, I'm going to take him down to the road in Chichester. I'm not actually going to do that just yet because my backing is not quite there. I don't want to get to 95% and then knacker it. I think someone recognises. Oh, I know this guy. You right there? I see him quite regularly. But I needed to test him, and I wanted to ride him, and I've got to go off the island. So I thought, whack the camera on, have a bit of fun, why not? Instantly I can feel it pulling on my back though. That's a lot of crows and a lot of seagulls. It'd be a shame if someone beefed. I'm not gonna. Are we? What is going on? Thanks, mate. I have a bike behind me and I don't know who they are. Return of the beef, once again, return of the beef. I got the feeling the guy on the bike behind me might know me. I don't know why. That we were just messing around. It's so nice to be back on Derek, just as a change, but also because I've not got my legs clamped around this red hot piece of metal. Come on, Derek, do you want a little blast? Come on. And we're still not speeding. Oh, the difference between DIVI and this. Just pure beef. Gotta manhandle the beef. Whoa, mud and crap on the outside. Kids on board sticker. I have a question. You know the baby on board things and the kids on board things, should they really be displayed when there isn't a kid or a baby on board? Because surely the entire point of a baby on board is not so people drive more safely around you. The actual idea of it is that when you have a crash and emergency services are looking, if you've had a baby which is ejected out the car, they know to look for it. Is the reason they exist. Well, is that not then very misleading if they've got a baby on board in the car and there isn't a baby in there? So the idea of a sticker is kind of stupid unless you've always got your kids in the car. And then having a sticker that small and that coloured on the back of your car means that no one can read it and get closer anyway. Come on. Ah! Yeah, he's... Ow. It's a bit of a shock coming back and finding Derek instead of DIVI. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Well, let's see how this goes now. I've got some weight in my back. Oh. Okay, maybe I'll stand up for the rest of these. What are you doing? Look where you're going. How much older in your life do you have to get before you learn to look both ways like most people? I'm just here because I want to see you rank me. What the fuck are they doing? Party! Party in the Skoda. Seriously, it was a bloody spammer. It was a goddamn spammer. I've got one of the... It was a goddamn spammer. I've got one of those apps that lets you know if it's a spam number, and it automatically blocked them, but it lets it ring for the first ring. Oh, it's so annoying! Anyway, the thing I was going to talk about in this video is don't mention the T word. I've discovered that streaming site. Now, when I put the first and only video up saying, hey, I'm going to be streaming tonight, some people said, hey, watch out, YouTube is striking people for things like this. Now, I haven't looked into it, but I'm going to imagine that the people who got the strikes were people who were making a 30-second clip just to say, go over to Twitch now, opposed to someone who had a 10-minute video which just said somewhere in it, I am on Twitch tonight. So I didn't get a strike or anything like that. What I did notice was that the day after I put that video up, my earnings and views fell by a third. Poof! I was just like, wow. Yeah, sure, this is just a coincidence, isn't it? It's been tracking at a nice even pace, and then I go and mention the T word, which I could probably say it makes a difference. I've got it linked in the description. So whether that be a coincidence or whether that actually be YouTube's algorithm going, no, slap on the wrist, you don't talk about that, I don't know. But it seemed funny. But anyway, I am over on that platform, you know, sounds like itch, begins with T. I've done quite a few streams now. I've been playing Far Cry mostly, because that's just been fun. I've also been playing Human Fall Flat, which is like a puzzle game, and it's really good fun, but it's so frustrating, especially when you know you've got a live stream going on, because you're trying to work something out, and you know there's someone in those comments who knows exactly what you're supposed to do, but you're having problems working it out. Well, I did have a little help from one guy on the last level, because it was just getting ridiculous. It was like, what? I overthink things, that's what I've discovered. I think, oh, well, this and this and this and this and this and this, and it's much more simple, it's just like, do that. But that's been fun. You can actually go back and watch my old streams if you want to see what it's like, or you can wait for my next one. I'm doing them a lot more regularly than I was. I'm picking times where I can for an hour or two. I have a bike behind me again. It's not the same dude, is it? It sounds like the same dude. That would be weird. That would be very weird. That must have been just another coincidental timing scenario. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, Itch with a T, that website, you know, come and follow me over there, come and hang out. It's basically, well, it's kind of removed the need to do Q&As, because I can do them there. Anyone's got a question, they can just ask me. Surprisingly few people come and ask me bike related questions and stuff, you know, compared to the amount of personal messages I get, that I'm afraid I just don't have time to even read, let alone reply to, you know, 10% of them. You can literally come straight to me where I'm just sat and you can ask me and I can give you a really personalised answer. And it's even something that we can all discuss as a group, you know, it's an interesting point of view. Maybe the reason the whole PM thing is popular is because it's private and no one sees them asking a question which some people might say, oh, that's stupid, and they're worried about looking stupid or something. Forget that shit. Trust me, there's stupider people than you online. If you post a comment, there is always 10 people stupider than you online. Asking a question doesn't make you stupid. Not asking the question and then messing up because of it makes you stupid. Bet you're not turning off, I bet you're just going around this car, aren't you? Of course you are! Oh, posture! Ah! Yeah, this is the problem. Derek is not good for my back. I do worry. Well, I'm starting to wonder if this turns out to be the case, that this bike is detrimental to my spine. It will just be another nail in the coffin. Come on, move! Oh, before I go... Oh, Jesus Christ. They can have a word with him and tell him not to park there. Yes, they are. Oh, but I've just got to check my phone, so it doesn't matter if I park like a complete penis. What was I going to say? What was I going to say? Yes, thank you to all your kind messages regarding my back. and thank you for the advice people have given to me. I've had a lot of people concerned about the pills they put me on. I can't say that I've actually felt any effects from these pills whatsoever. I'm going to continue taking the course that I've got, which is a couple of weeks long, and just see if it has any effect. But I have found this a lot through my life, and this is, ow, not just my mind. I'm not affected by drugs so much as other people, and I'm talking about like clinical drugs. Like when I was young, and yeah, when I was young and I was in hospital, they were trying to give me sleeping pills, and they had to give me like 3 or 4 times the dose for them to actually work on me. I also, when they put me under general anaesthetic, were like, okay, 10, 9, I got down to 0, and I'm like, yeah, it's not working. And they're like, what? What? Yeah, I don't think it's working. And then I passed out. But I'd got way past the 10-second, like, I hear most people don't even hear, like, 5 or something. And painkillers, I've been put on massive dosages of painkillers before now. The doctor tells me I can take over the prescribed limit of certain things just because of how little effect they have on me, and probably to do with my body mass, because, you know, body mass is important when it comes to some drugs. And when I was on antidepressants before, which were actual antidepressants for depression, they were far stronger than these, and the only effect I had from them was that I just felt very neutral and a bit lethargic. Now for my depression, that was no use. And it's a bit difficult to know what it is and isn't working with that, because, you know, it depends what how upbeat you're feeling at the time, or how things have been going the past few days. Physical pain is something I can gauge, so if it's done nothing for my pain in the you know, the few weeks that this first course works on, I probably won't take any more. I'll go for an alternative, or just deal with it myself. Anyway, this was supposed to be short. It may have ended up longer than I intended, but I've just been having a nice little cruise around on Derek, talked about a few things. I've got to record the commissions video. I've got to go and do that now. I've done it, as I said, 3 or 4 times now, and I've got to get it right, so I've got to do that. This is part of that. I had to just get myself calm, relaxed, my mind fresh on something else, so when I go back to it, I don't forget things. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.
What a beautiful day. And it's only just begun. So what inspires me to do my vlogs? Will you not do? Oh, hello. This thing's got some beans! Every single one of you.
This bike has utterly been a labour of love.
You're all awesome.
This channel is made possible by the support of the audience. Please check out the links in the description and all the different ways you can help support the channel. Any help is greatly appreciated.